Good morning again, everyone. We're back here at 7:07 a.m. We're moving right along this morning here on KFYO Mornings with Dave King and Matt Martin. 61 degrees outside. Looks like a little rain headed our way. Officially, just a 50% chance for today. High expected to be 66, so it's fall, buddy. Well, the fair is here, so it has to rain, and that means it's fall. We want to welcome in the studio this morning Dan McQueen, who is the former mayor of Corpus Christi, is in Lubbock. We're gonna find out why, but Mayor Dan, if I may call you that, a candidate for the U.S. Senate, will be challenging our state senator Ted Cruz in the upcoming election. Good morning.
Good morning.
What brings you to Lubbock, Texas?
Well, we kicked off the Texas Breaks Addiction up in Amarillo, and we're doing a board break across all of Texas, promoting the awareness and support networks for drug addiction. This is one of the biggest issues that we have. So we're using that as part of the platform on the campaign for U.S. Senate as we move across Texas.
What's the board break?
Well, us in the martial arts industry are well aware. It's usually a 12 by 12 1-inch pine that we break. And I'm glad you brought that up because, oftentimes we talk and we assume everybody understands. But, yeah, I'm breaking 100 boards across Texas as we move through this campaign, promoting primarily the Texas Breaks Addiction so that we can put more focus on this problem.
So your campaign against, Tom Cruise, Ted Cruz.
Better choice.
Yeah,
I prefer Tom.
Your platform is going to be on the drug problem we have in Texas, and I'll tell you, am I correct in that?
Well, the drug problem is just one of the major issues that we have in our nation. We have a total economic meltdown of our nation right now, and you can see this with the drug problem, but we really see it with no leadership. Okay, we have a government that is It just doesn't stand up. If you took any company, and you have to look at our government as an entity that is guiding the direction of it, if you took any company and you saw the divisiveness and the obstruction that we have right now and the impact that we have in our nation, you'd fire everybody.
It's dysfunctional.
You'd fire everybody.
And I don't know how we're going to fix it. Do you?
Well, isn't that why we hired Donald Trump, is to fire everybody?
Well, unfortunately, now he has a problem with Congress, and Congress won't let him do anything. Yeah. So we're still sitting in that quagmire. We still have to make some sort of a change in leadership to where we can unite. This is an old battle tactic. It's the divide and conquer. And if you look, and of course you can see I'm a Navy veteran. My grandfather is a Navy veteran. Okay, you have to be vested in this nation. And we have many that are coming here, and I'm all right with immigration as long as it's legal. But you have to follow our views and our value systems, okay? You can't just take a knee at a whim and think that that's the right thing to do, because it's not the right thing to do. The right thing to do is to move this entire country forward and not look to find a political campaign to become a millionaire.
Well, that's true. That's one of the issues that has concerned me. It seems as though every poor guy that is elected to Washington in 4 years, they're rich. It's just amazing how the math works up there. But then when you have Washington and now see, you got me going now.
I like it.
You got Washington that passes rules that says we're exempt from insider trading.
Right.
How in the world is that possible? How do they do that with a straight face?
Because you didn't write. We haven't elected the right representatives yet. We're listening to a lot of media promoting what money has put behind, and we've got to really get people more involved. I'm getting my petition signed. Of course, I need over 5,000 signatures to get on the ballot or pay the price. And I'm really not a pay kind of guy. I'd rather get out there and meet all the people. And I'm finding so many people that are just disconnected and they're not even involved in the voting process. And so when we talk about Soviet hacking and we talk about the influences that are outside, well, the American people aren't even in control of their own government anymore.
Well, it's hard to argue with that.
So, one of the things just from even that aspect is the health care that's going on right now. They're not able to get anything done. What is it that you would think as far as health care that you would do?
Matt, you're telling me we pay $1 billion a year for a Congress that can't get anything done.
That's right.
And our health care is broke.
Yep.
Well, break down health care. Is it an insurance issue? Is it a doctor issue? Or is it a government issue? My doctor says he'll be glad to treat me, and he charges me about 25% of what he charges the insurance companies when I just pay him cash. Okay? And so when you look at the markup that's happening out there, and we look at the propping up of insurance companies to basically, and I'm going to touch on this, basically help a lot of individuals that weren't vested Americans but came here, and then the American dream is gone for all of us people that have generations and generations that have served and fought and died for this nation, but now everybody else is here and we've got to provide them with health care. Well, what do you think's broke?
I think
I'm going to go to number one, government. How did they ever get involved?
Yeah. Well, and, like you said, as far as illegal immigration, I know that when before Obamacare happened, one of the big things was that a lot of the border hospitals were closing due to the fact that they were having to take in all this immigration and they weren't paying.
And you're exactly right. Now, illegal immigration is a totally different sideline. But I want you, if you do a comparison of the auto industry and the health care industry, and you talk about insurance, you recall that we started auto insurance because of the financial responsibility for you to drive. And some people didn't have the financial responsibility to drive. So we had to create an insurance program. Well, now we have, and we've grown the financial degradation in this nation to where people don't have the financial responsibility for their own health.
Now say that again. Why did we mandate car insurance?
Because we had to have financial. It really stemmed into who was going to pay for the car that you hit me and who's going to pay for my car. Well, a lot of people were driving, didn't have the financial responsibility for that. And so that's why we kicked off some car insurance, is to make sure that you had financial. We distributed the cost of people that weren't financially responsible to even drive. And so now we're distributing the cost to everybody for people that don't even have the financial responsibility for their own health.
So do you force those people to have health care? Health insurance, I guess, would be a better.
No, and that's the broken part of this system. Okay, we've moved in this direction because we have this systemic issue is the continued decay of America. Okay, it's an economic model. What we have to do is get ahead of the problem and create economic stimulus. Okay, and we can get to the border wall. Here we're going to build a wall to stop immigration, when we know that we have how many countries south of us that are futuristic opportunity for business. If we created that into an economic catalyst, then we would have security that was paid for by industry. Okay, but we're going backwards, and we're trying to block everything that's going on. And I see this as obstruction. Okay, and I see the obstruction as our government, because just as you said, they're not going to pass anything because some people that are in our government are really good people, okay? And they're trying to make it better for the American people.
So tell us what you're going to do today in Lubbock.
What I'm going to do today in Lubbock is I've got a coffee meeting over at Meadows Golf Course at 9 o'clock, and I've got a big at 6:30 tonight at Pittman's. We're going to do a break for Texas Breaks Addiction. We're going to do a break. So those are the two key events. Other than that, I'm going to be out there talking to people, looking for signatures on my petition, making sure everybody knows we have a choice. We do not have to elect the son of a Soviet-backed refugee.
Okay. All right. Well, it's been good to have you on the show, and best of luck with your campaign.
I really appreciate it.
You betcha. So we'll take a quick break and be right back.